Hey guys, my name's Karma Sherpa, and I'm gonna be telling you about my life. I know it might sound boring or whatever, but my life's pretty interesting, I guess. So first thing, don't judge me on what I'm wearing, okay? Okay, let's get started. So, when I was born, my parents, they were excited. They always wanted a kid. And, yeah. So, when I was little, I was really desperate to walk. I didn't want to crawl. I crawled, but I kept trying to walk. And the day I finally started to walk, my parents were happy. Really happy. Obviously, every parent would be happy if their kid just started to walk. And yeah. So 10 years old now. Yeah, so when I started getting older, you get more mature and stuff. And I started liking Minecraft. Now this is when Minecraft came out. Not the first generation. But I saw my friend playing it and I'm like, oh, this is a fun game. So I wanted to play it. But I accidentally got the wrong one, which is a cheapskate version of it. But I still played it. And then my dad finally got me the real one, which cost money, obviously. And that's when it was 4 or 5 years old, I don't know. And then I started playing and I got addicted to it. And yeah. And then I started getting good at the game and everything. I wasn't quite good though. And I made lots of things. Sometimes I would make stupid mistakes and I hate myself for doing that. And yeah. And then 2-3 years later, I discovered the wonderful video game of Roblox. So Roblox, I discovered it very late. Yeah. And I thought Roblox was a fun game because you get to play so many things in one app. And yeah, that's pretty much fun. You can play obbies, tycoons, you can play simulators, there's basically almost any theme for Roblox. And yeah. Now, yeah. So a couple years later, when I was 8, I left early to go to India to visit my grandmother. I've never met her in person, or any of my cousins. So because they all live in India, but I'm not Indian. So before I get into this, let me tell you about the backstory of my life, well, my generations or whatever life. So my grandmother, when she was little, there was a war between Tibet and China. Tibet's my country and my dad's Napoleon. But so my grandmother was little, and that's when the war was happening, and they fortunately escaped, but a lot of people died, sadly. And my grandmother escaped. They went to India. So I never got to meet my grandmother. Obviously got a husband. I never got to meet him because he died. I don't really know how any of my grandfathers died. So yeah, they died. Almost all of them. A couple are alive right now. So a couple are alive right now. So my mom said some died in World War like 1 or 2, probably 2. And some I don't know how they died. And I have a lot of grandmothers and uncles still. So yeah, I have one of my grandfathers. He lives like behind our house. And we're the Indian place where we live. We have like our own Tibetan community. There's like a Tibetan gate, and then not like a real gate, like a fallen castle gate. No, it's just like it's like going up and like that, and people just drive through. It's like right next to a highway. Well, it's if you go outside the gate, there's a highway, so you gotta be careful. But so basically, like all Tibetan people live there, except like people who own shops. They're usually Indian, and it was difficult for me because I couldn't really speak Indian much, but I picked it up a little bit, and also Tibetan. I already knew a little bit Tibetan and Indian, but I improved, and so it was a small town, so like a really small town, like maybe 20 or more people. I know it's really small, like maybe 35 or so. I don't know, but it's way smaller than a normal town in like America. So yeah, and while I was there, my cousin Denzichimi and Denzikasang, they were my first cousins to be born. And because they're my mom's cousins. And my mom is the oldest in her family. So yeah. And my what was I talking about? I forgot, sorry. Oh yeah. My I was talking about how the small town was. So it's small, and yeah, and at first I had a hard time like buying things because since it's a small town, I can go like into stores to buy ice cream because it's really hot, and that's when the summer was here. So, oh yeah, I was talking. So then, yeah, Denzichimi and Denzikesang. It's probably a hard name for you to say. So they were my like first cousins, or whatever. And Denzichimi, he liked dogs, and there was a lot of street dogs in India. So he had one named Zemalaki, and I forgot the other one. So I decided, I love dogs, so I decided I wanted to get a street dog, and I named it Kipu. I actually forgot what the word meant, but it's a Tibetan word. So I named it. There was an ant that was dangerous, and I didn't want it to bite him, so I tried to move it, but then he bit me. And remember, this is a street dog, not any normal dog, so it has rabies. So I got rabies, and yeah. I know he didn't mean to do it, but I got scared of him, so yeah. My cousin got bit multiple times, but he knew it wasn't his fault. It wasn't their fault. It was just their natural instincts. So yeah. And I used to like give him chicken and food and water all the time. So yeah. Then I stopped seeing him. He kept coming to my house, but I didn't want him to be there, so I told him to go, and he did. And I didn't start seeing him, so I was thinking, is he dead? Is he alive? I don't know, but I think he's dead. I don't know what happened to him or anything, but yeah. I hope he has a good life, if he has another one. But anyways, so I got bit by him. I had to take 3 shots. Yeah, that was fun. And I was like 8 at the time. And yeah, and now a couple years passed. Now I'm in 4th grade. The end of the year's coming. I'm in June right now. And then that's when I started looking at Fortnite. And I started at the end of season 6. So yeah, I'm pretty bad, but not that bad. And I'm on season 9 right now. But an annoying part is like T-Mobile agents or whatever said they could fix the internet, but they said they'd call us back. It's been like 2 months. They haven't called us back, and we called them back again, and they're like, okay, we'll call you back. They don't call us back. It's been like 2 weeks, and then we call them back again. They say they'll call us back at like 3 o'clock. They don't call us back. And finally, one person really cared, and we called them, and they let us do it right away. So I fixed it, but I figured out that I missed a lot of season 8, and I didn't get the battle. I didn't get to the season. I got the free battle pass from season 8, but I didn't get the banana skin. That's what I really wanted. But I didn't get that, so yeah. Yeah. Well, let me think. Right now, it's like June something, so school's ending soon, and of course I'm happy. I'm gonna be going to 5th grade, and my birthday's weird because it's in September. Some people that have September birthdays, they go to school at normal time, but it's kind of weird because that's when the school starts. But in my town called Belmont, I don't really have they don't accept me, so I had to wait. And so I'm basically the second oldest in my class. Yeah. A girl named Elsie is older than me. And yeah, she's probably gonna watch this. So hi Elsie. And yeah. So then what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So she's older than me, and yeah. So my birthday's weird, so I started late. And some people, they get to go at the normal time, but I didn't. In our class or whatever, we have in our town, we have a middle school starts in 5th grade. I know, usually middle school starts in 6th. But so technically in 5th grade, I'll still be in elementary school, but they call it middle school. So yeah, that counts, but I don't think it does. So I'll be going to middle school. I'm in elementary right now, obviously. I don't know what middle school goes up to. I think it's 8th grade or 7th. I don't know. Probably 8th or 9th. I don't know. 8 or 9. It's probably 8. So yeah. It's a Friday, so I get to basically do anything. I have a tutor named Doug. He gives me extra homework, so that's fun. He gives me every day. I have to read Harry Potter. I mean, I like it, but I'd rather read other books, but I can't because it's gonna get too confusing. So I have to stick to Harry Potter. I watched I think most of the movies, I think I didn't watch one or two, or maybe I watched all of them. I don't know. So yeah, I watched them, and yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't mention my full name. My full name's Carmen Wissa Sherpa. Wissa is probably gonna be hard for you to pronounce. Maybe Sherpa will be easy. I don't know. So what was I talking about? I forgot. New subject. We have like a pool close to us. It's like right down the hill. We live like our school is like on a hill. So it's like a small hill, and so if you go down the hill, there's like a swimming pool that only opens in the summer. But the high school lets people swim there in the winter. It's an indoor swimming pool, so yeah. I have pollen allergies, which sucks, and my eyes are a little bit itchy. So yeah, sorry if you hear any background noise or whatever. So yeah, that's all, I guess. Yeah. So bye. See you in the next video.